Couldn't even tell you guys where I want to start in this video because I have like a lot of things to say and a lot of stuff that I feel like I've wanted to address, but I didn't because I didn't really know how to like talk about it. But I'm just like, I just gotta like, we just gotta talk about this. So, if you've been keeping up with me, you know that I'm taking a break from Modern right now because I'm just kind of frustrated with how I was doing. I've said this before, I just haven't been putting a lot of time into Magic. I got into a small fender bender a couple weeks ago, and that has like really affected me and how I feel, and it's made driving for me really difficult. So my local game store is like farther away from most places that I go, so it's like about 25 minutes for me, which to some of you, if you commute all the time, you're like, that's nothing. But for me, after I got into a small accident, that's a really big drive and commitment for me. So I haven't been really going to my local game store. I haven't really been playing Magic because going in a car by myself really scares me still, and that's been affecting a lot of like me and Magic, and basically why I haven't really been playing Magic that much. So it's been that, and it's also been just like I just don't really want to play. Like I just haven't really been like in the mood. I used to get like really stoked like every like Thursday night. I used to be like, yeah, it's EDH night. Friday would be like draft or whatever, and then Saturday would be Modern, and like it would be like my little weekend, and then it would just like repeat. And then I got so out of the habit of that. Like I got so out of like I don't really just want to go. I want to see my friends because I have friends and whatever. And I don't know if I've said this, but like when I play EDH, my EDH decks are not dumb combo decks. They're fair EDH decks. They're a lot of fun. I like having them, but I don't do like ridiculously powerful things. So I'm in the car yesterday with John, and we're driving back, and he's like, I really fear playing your EDH decks. And I was like, why? My EDH decks don't do anything. I don't do degenerate combos and things. There's other people who do that, and I don't want to play EDH with them because I don't have fun. I don't have fun when people spend $1,000 on their EDH decks and every game they do is they kill people on turn 4. I don't think that's fun. If you think that's fun, hey, cool, that's fine. I don't think it's fun. I don't want to do that in EDH. And there's a lot of people like you who don't find that fun, who don't want to play against things like that. And so John was like, what do you mean your EDH decks don't do powerful things? I was like, I don't do anything powerful. He's like, do you remember that one EDH game where you cast Demonic Tutor 20 times? And I was like, yeah, that was pretty cool. And he was like, yeah, you do powerful things in EDH, but for me it doesn't feel as powerful. And, like, it was weird. Like, I was playing EDH like a couple weeks ago, and I was playing my Omnath deck, and like these people who were known to have powerful EDH decks were like, yo, I'm scared of that. And I was like, what? Like, why are you scared of my deck? Like, I never do cool things in EDH. And they're like, no, Omnath is a scary commander. And it was so weird for me because I was never like that player who was like feared. I was never like, oh man, I hate Tracy's decks or whatever. Like, it wasn't like that. So to me, it was like really weird. And I was just basically like really frustrated because like people spend so much more money into their decks than I do, and John was like, you have a lot of really good cards. Like, I do a lot of really cool things. But what I don't want to happen is, and I talked about this when I said build your deck, not someone else's, is I don't want to build a deck that I don't like playing. I don't want to like play stupid cards that make the game not fun for everyone else. I don't really want to like do that. Like, one of the stupidest things I think I have in one of my EDH decks is I run a World Slayer and Avacyn. If you don't know what that card does, it basically says when equipped a creature deals combat damage to a player, destroy all other permanents. So you're like, huh, Tracy, but it destroys your permanents too. Haha, no, it's not when I have Avacyn and all my stuff's indestructible. It's a very rude thing to do, and I completely understand that. So I'm playing an EDH game, and I did probably one of the rudest things ever. I had Amara Shepherd online, I had Amara the Sky Ruin so I could get things back. And I was getting my stuff back, and then with Amara Shepherd, I got back World Slayer. There's Blind Obedience out, so I had to wait a turn. But I also had Iona out, and Iona was naming white. It wasn't the most popular color, but that's a lot of like removal colors. So basically, I was like, so, like, that was really cool. And then, like, basically, I was like, World Slayer attack, and then everyone just scooped up their cards. And the EDH game went for a very long time. I didn't do this in an unrealistic amount of time. Justin had an Omniscience out, so I was like, oh man, like, he's probably gonna win. And he didn't win. And to me, it was like, it was fun, but I feel like I just haven't really been enjoying myself playing EDH. When I, like, and it's like, I hate saying this because I feel like it makes me sound like such a jerk if I say I only have fun when I'm winning. I feel like there's a better way to say it that I don't know how to say, but it's like, yes, I have fun when I'm winning, and yes, there are times in EDH games where I'm not winning that I have fun, but I want to be able to, like, do things in my EDH games. And I feel like I want to have, like, I don't want to just be like, oh, like, you combo off and I just don't do anything. Like, that's not fun. But if it's like you at least do things and you at least, like, stop your opponents from doing things, then it feels like a little bit better. And so when John and I were in the car, he was like, yeah, you know, like, my EDH decks don't do degenerate combo things. And he was like, I do, like, some pretty, like, jank stuff. But he's like, there's nothing that I do that's like, I infinite combo kill you all. He's like, I don't do that. And then he was like, you notice that I play with a very limited amount of people when we play EDH? He's like, I like playing EDH with you. And he's like, and he said, like, he's not just saying that because we're dating, he's saying that because, like, he likes playing EDH with me because I don't do stupid things. And he was like, we play with our mutual friends Spencer and Mike, and he's like, those are the people that I like playing EDH with. That's it. He's like, I don't like playing EDH games with a lot of other people because they do this stupid combo decks. And that was, like, weird to me because John has really good EDH decks, and I was like, what? I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, no, I don't think that's fun. He's like, because so much of our local game store, that's the types of decks they play. And I feel like what happens is that when you have, you know, EDH pods, and a lot of times what happens is that, you know, you'll see this, is a lot of people have different EDH decks for different pods. They're like, oh, I have this one for my local game store, and it's super powerful because I need to compete with everyone. But then I also have, like, you know, EDH decks that I can play with my friends at home so that they're not, like, I kill everyone on turn 3. And I feel like, and I said this before, but power levels in EDH are, like, really difficult to match. And so, I did talk about this before, but, like, with my EDH story, like, I started out playing with EDH with a couple of my friends. I had my group of friends, Paul, Eddie, Justin, Raul, and sometimes John, not my John, a different John. And we would play EDH, and we were at this one power level, and we were all pretty evenly matched with that. And then, like, Eddie started working at a local game store, and he got really powerful cards, and then our dynamic shifted. And then we started playing EDH at our local game store, and that's like, we were here, and everyone else was, like, all the way up here, because their decks were expensive, and they did all these dumb things. And, like, it's so weird to me to think about, like, how my Omnath deck, for example, like, when I was saying earlier how people were like, yo, we need to kill her, like, my deck's, like, $90. Financial-wise, it doesn't... Why am I getting so many text messages? Go away. Threw my phone on the ground. But... what on earth was I saying? Oh, the price of my Omnath deck. So, like, my deck's, like, $85. It's not expensive. It's really not. But it still kills people, and it still does a lot of really awesome things, and I really love it. And... I don't know. It's, like... It's weird to me that that deck does so well, but it's not really that, like, expensive. And another thing that John was saying is he was like, one reason why I fear your EDH decks is because you go really well in the late game. Because with, like, Tasigur, for example, like, my late game is just, like, nuts. Because, like, I draw a ton of cards, I can cast, like, Artisan of Kozilek, and that's a really scary card, and then I have, like, I say Cage Breakers, and then I make, like, 12 wolf tokens. So, yeah. I don't know, I've just been getting, like, really, like, I don't love Magic as much as I used to, and that really sucks. It really does. Like, I really wish that I had the same passion for it. Like, I wish I still really loved Modern, and I wish that I just spent, like, more time on it. And, like, you know, I've said it, but, like, that I need to, like, study more Magic, and I need to watch more Magic. And to me, like, that's just something that I just haven't been in the mood to do. Like, I used to love watching Magic. I used to, like, watch Pro Tours. I used to watch, like, Opens and, you know, whatever. I don't do that anymore. I can't even tell you the last time I watched anything Magic related. I had, like, so many subscriptions for Magic in my YouTube, and I don't watch any of them. I literally don't watch any videos related to Magic. That's really bad. It's really bad, and I really should, but I just don't feel it. And so yesterday when I was talking to John, I was also talking to my friend Tyler, he was like, what you need to do is you need to just take a break from Magic. He's like, you just need to take your cards and put them under your bed and just like not play Magic for a little bit because you're just not feeling it. And like, it was very like, for me in the moment, I was like, I'm just gonna sell out of the game. I'm just not gonna play it anymore. And then John was like, that's irrational. Don't do that. You're saying this because you're emotional. And like, I gave it some thought, and a couple hours later, I was like, yeah, I like Magic. Of course I like Magic. Like, you know, with, like, you know, with, like, my Omnath deck or whatever, I was, like, thinking about that deck in particular, and I was like, that deck is so fun. It's fun. I was like, how could I say that I don't want to play Magic anymore? Like, of course it's fun. Of course I like it. I feel like there's just some cards in EDH, and even, like, some people would say this in other formats, too, that are just not fun to play against. Like, when someone plays this card, they just, like, shut your deck down. And it's just, like, you do, like, this one thing, or, like, these couple of things, and then someone plays something, and then you're just, like, for example, so I was playing EDH a couple weeks ago, and someone played the card Humility. It's 4 mana, white enchantment, and it basically says that all creatures lose all abilities and become 1/1s. I'm playing Omnath. My deck doesn't do basically anything, because all of the things that I have in there, like, revolve around, like, making Omnath tokens. And I can win in other ways. Like, I can win with, like, Purphoros, Avenger of Zendikar. Guys, I did that. It was sweet. I was like, Purphoros, Avenger of Zendikar, make a bunch of tokens, deal 30 damage to you both. It was sweet. But yeah, I feel like I just, like, when I'm sitting in an EDH game and someone is just comboing off, or someone's just doing degenerate things, or someone's just playing cards that are not fun for me, I don't have fun. Magic's supposed to be fun. When you're not having fun in something, what's the point? Like, why are you even doing it? So if I'm trying to do this thing as, like, a stress reliever, and, like, if I'm trying to play this game so that I can, like, relax and, like, not think about anything else, I want to be able to do that. But when I'm playing with people and they're doing stupid things and I'm not having fun, that's like, it's like, why would I even play Magic anymore? And, like, doesn't that suck? Like, if any of you've been there where you just want to quit Magic because people are making it not fun for you? This thing that's supposed to be, that's designed, it's a game. It's a game. And then it just loses, like, all of its, you know, all of its greatness because some people make it not fun for you. And it's not like any particular people. Like, there's some people that I just don't like playing EDH with. There's some people that I'm just, like, I know they have really dumb decks and I just don't want to play EDH with them. And it sucks because some of them are my friends. And some of them are people that I really like. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like, what do you say? And that's, like, the really difficult thing is, like, when I play EDH, I only want to play with a certain group of people. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes, like, it just doesn't work out where you can realistically play with the people that you want to play with. There's people that I love playing EDH with that are my friends. There's people that I like as people, but I don't like their decks and I don't want to play against them. And I don't really know what I'm going to do. I don't really know if I'm going to take a break. I don't really know. I think, like, what I'm saying is that my weekends, you know, when I talked about that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I used to play a lot of Magic, like, that used to be my Magic time. That's not really my Magic time anymore. And what I think really, and I said this to John, I was like, I think one of the things that really bothers me about this is that, you know, John and I like similar things. We both play Magic, and we both love wrestling. Like, I honestly don't know if I didn't like wrestling. I honestly don't know what we would do in a relationship. I'm trying to think of, like, the time before. Like, what did we even do? I don't even know. But, like, we like similar things, and that's really awesome. And if you've dated someone, or you're dating someone, or you're married or whatever to someone who also plays Magic, it's really awesome because you can do things together. Like, you can go to tournaments together and whatever, and that's awesome. But I haven't been feeling it, where this summer, I've been to one Magic tournament at my local game store. One. Last summer, and like last year, I went to so many IQs. I didn't do well, but I went to so many IQs. The last like big thing that I went to is, I think that I honestly couldn't even tell you when. I like think the last one, except for the one in the summer that I did, was I think in like February or something like that. I just haven't been feeling it. I just haven't been in the mood to play Magic. And for me, it sucks because it's like, when I took a break from Modern, it was one thing, but then now I'm taking a break from EDH, and those are the formats that I really like. And now I'm just like, if I'm not playing EDH, well, I don't even want to play Draft, and now I'm just like, I just don't even want to play Magic. And like, that's awful. That's really terrible. And I was thinking about it, and I was like thinking about like my YouTube channel, and I was thinking about you guys, and like, I don't want to stop making videos. Like, I don't want to stop doing that. Like, this is something that I really like doing. I really like talking, and I really like talking to you guys, and I really like sharing, like, my perspective of things. And I feel like I was, you know, when they say, like, that you're, like, on tilt, I've been on tilt for so long, and it sucks. If you've been on tilt where you just lose, like, every game of Magic you play, you lose, you're like, oh, this is awful. Yeah, that's how I am, and that's where I've been for, like, this entire summer. It's been awful. It's been so bad. And like I said, when I want to use this game as, like, a de-stressor, but it's something that's causing me stress, which sounds really dumb, I think, from the outside, that, like, you're stressed about this game, but it's, like, frustrating. When every time you play, you just don't do well and you just lose, it's, like, really awful. I mentioned this in, another one of my videos, but, there's this, when I went to the pre-release, there was this game that came out, which is really awesome, called Mystic Vale, and it's a different card game. It's not like Magic, like it's a collectible card game, it's just like, it's like a boxed card game, like you have the cards in there. But like, I've been thinking about it, like if I do go to my local game store and things like that, you know, because I do want to see my friends, like what do I want to do? It's like, well, what if I don't play Magic? Like, I think that's okay. Like, what if I play other things? Like, I do like other games. Like, Mystic Vale's really fun. I really like this game called Kingsburg, if you guys have ever played that before. Zombicide. Like, I like other things. I like other games and things. I feel like I just would go to my local game store and I'd just be, like, playing Magic all the time. But I'm like, what if I don't want to play Magic today? I haven't really been in the mood to play Magic for a while. And I didn't want to make any irrational decisions. I didn't want to, like, sell my cards or anything like that. I don't want to do anything like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I do want to keep making videos, of course. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know what I'm going to really do or really talk about. But I'll figure it out. And I know I already have like one video that I'm planning on posting after this video that I already filmed. But I have ideas. Like I have video ideas that I've thought about like for a while that I have like jotted down in my notebook. I don't know how long that'll like last me. But I don't know. I think I'll try and like figure things out and kind of see like where we go from there. So yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.